Okay, first video for a while, and I guess, although there's probably lots of things to say, it's going to have to be quite a quick one. It's the 16th of April today, so day 16 of Script Frenzy 2012, and after a bit of a more productive couple of days, I'm now up to page 40, but if I was on target about now, I'd be at somewhere between page 48 and page 52, depending on how you want to play with the decimalisation of the targets. By which it's 100 pages in the month of April, so that's something like 3.3 pages a day, isn't it? But anyway, I digress. Giving up the Facebook and live television actually was really quite good, because I felt that I wasn't wasting so much of my life doing those things, although I did then go and replace some of the time wasting by dicking about on YouTube and watching loads of videos. And there's some quite interesting things, and some things that, to be fair, I could have really... that my life is still going to continue in exactly the same way if I hadn't have watched. So sorry, no disrespect to those guys. I'm not going to list those videos, but loads of things about some very clever CGI stuff that people have done about Star Trek, or some aircraft accidents, or some launching of ships, and just random things that it's just like having access to the archive of you being framed, isn't it? But anyway, since after Easter, the Easter weekend, the one where I didn't so much spread hope and goodwill to all as just water on my neighbour, I've been drawn back into Facebook, and I'm not really feeling that much the better for it. I'd like, it's nice to have a bit more connection with some of my friends, but to be fair, I think that those that have really needed to I'd have still have known, because I'd have still got a text message if they'd have sent me a message or something. So really, they've kind of seemed to have appreciated some witty or funny comments. Me, witty or funny? You sure? On their statuses and things like that, but otherwise, I'm just conscious that time pressure and my script frenzy. But I guess that distraction I could probably live with if I wasn't so distracted at other times. Ironically, I've actually found the times that I'm most productive, rather than being at night, are actually early in the morning. If I get up in the morning and go and sit in a chair downstairs out in the sunlight, there's a bit where the sun kind of like is caught on the pathway out to the flat. So although I don't have a garden, I can sit there as an outdoor space, and that actually seems to work quite well. Getting up early enough to be able to do that for an hour is not something I'm going to be doing on a day when I'm going to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, like I was this morning, because it was my first day back to work after more than a week off on holiday. I felt the frowning, the return of the frowning, which was interesting and sad, but kind of like prevented me from sleeping, so probably only got a couple of hours sleep. It's been a hectic day, lots of things going on, lots of things to catch up on, and I don't really feel like I got a lot done. And despite writing in great big letters in my diary, go home at my finishing time at 4:30, I was still there at 5:45. Again, dicking about, well, not messing about, but just doing things that perhaps weren't necessarily useful expenditures of my time. The real kind of prompter to go was when one of the members of my team said, "Oh, are you staying late again?" And I said, "No, actually, you're right, I'm going to go home." So I went home. I don't know what to say. I did try to start to film something about the start of Script Frenzy, but never got around to editing. I filmed it on the camcorder, about the whole decision about whether to use the computer, whether to write actually with a pen, or whether to even use the typewriter, because I do like the idea of writing with a typewriter, but I think it really lends itself more to writing a story, as in NaNoWriMo, rather than a script, because, well, there's all the issues with formatting, isn't there, and that would just fry my noodle. And also I found it quite useful to be able to go and write in other places. I've done quite well sitting and writing for 45 minutes on my lunch break at work, so that's been quite useful. I've been taking my my netbook to work every day, but also I've stuck the odd line in actually using the Celtx app on my Android phone, and that's actually quite useful and really good to be able to sync all of that sort of stuff in the cyber cloud, and it's rescued me a couple of times when I've accidentally erased the entire script and I nearly cried at the train station, but then was able to go online at home and rescue everything. So it's been a real useful tool, and I've just been a tool. So anyway, it's going well. Taylor Wimpey, bless him, did come in and sort out my bathroom, although they haven't come back and laid the carpets back down yet. I've just laid them in, but not kind of like pinned them down, if that makes sense. And I think they've been and done my neighbour's flat, but I'm not sure. I haven't been back for a couple of days, so I'll knock on her door tomorrow perhaps and see if she's okay. But the real good thing about the week off was I spent lots of time with my daughter, and although we didn't really go anywhere, it was still nice to spend that much time in there. I just got so used to her being around the flat. It was just really sad when she left. We decorated her room, and we've got some more bits to do in there, but apart from the blue paint going on the carpet, I think we did quite a good job. But anyway, just do alright. Just do. Okay? Yeah. And you can kind of tell it's the end of the month because, well, we're shopping with Asda Smart Price, and the Smart Price hot chocolate, I'm sure it contains some chocolate, but it just really looks like hot mud. Tastes a little bit like it too.